Hi all my beanie weenies and welcome back to my channel. I'm of course Hot Dogs and we are here for a brand new episode of The Sims 4 The Challenge Battle of the Seasons. And we just finished our first week of the show, so if you haven't caught up, make sure you go and check out those previous 3 episodes because a lot has happened. First things first, we had 24 Sims enter the house to compete in teams of 4. And each team was their own season from my channel. They're all competing to figure out who is the best season of them all. However, we are now down to 4.5 teams left. We saw the entire Big Brother UK team go home, and they weren't the only Big Brother contestants in danger. In fact, in last episode, we saw Candace actually died of anger after getting into an argument with Vivian, and because of that, Team Survivor, our previous daily challenge winner, had to pick 2 of the Big Brother US contestants to face head-to-head in a chess competition, leaving Natalie the loser and being sent home. So we are 6 house guests down, we have 18 Sims left, and we have another daily challenge on the way to figure out who will be safe from elimination this week. But before we get to the challenge, we have to get into some drama and see what these Sims are up to in the house. Now, like always, if you want to download any of these Sims or any of these lots, including this made-over Kate Emerald house I have as the challenge house, you can check all of that out over on the Sims gallery at HotdogsSims. Also, this is pretty unrelated, but like this thing I found for my microphone I feel like helps my voice a little bit. I honestly have had it this whole time, I've just never used it, but it makes me feel like such a singer. Like I'm over here just like wanting to sing some songs, and also I can like totally just cover up the microphone with my wiener hole, and I feel like it gives like such good acoustics. Like I'm just over here like I just feel such a K-pop star right now in my hot dog suit. Is this good acoustics? Anyway, I gotta stop. 1, before I get copyright. And 2, we gotta get back to what's going on right now. Okay. I will say, however, I am still K-pop obsessed. I love K-pop. It's the only thing I listen to, and I only listen to girl groups, really. However, I did kind of stop doing my K-pop 101 series. It didn't go very well, but I was doing HOT, which isn't really that big of a group anymore, so maybe that's why, but I am planning on getting back into that, so if you want more K-pop, do let me know down in the comments below, or if you don't want it, let me know that too. Maybe I won't post it, maybe I'll avoid it. It didn't go very well last time, however, I am kind of wanting to put class in session again for my K-pop 101 class, so I don't know, maybe I'll do some reactions to newer music. I do kind of think I'm going to post like some ranking videos and stuff like that of my favorite artists, so if you're interested in that, let me know. Back in the challenge house, however, we see that Nina was doing some gardening for once. She kind of took over for Tina. Leave it to our Survivor girls to be getting the gardening done. And she's out there dealing with the bees and getting stung a little bit. Meanwhile, everyone else is kind of hanging out in the pool or on the slip and slide, even though it's a rainy day. Even if you have a rainy day in Del Sol Valley, everyone is still obsessed with getting in the pool, which I think is kind of funny. So, as a group forms downstairs in the gym, we do see that Yolanda has decided to give Fabio a massage. However, it's very weird and very glitchy. He's constantly getting up, getting back down, getting up, getting back down. It doesn't last too long because once the massage actually starts, Yolanda's boyfriend, Sunny, walks in and completely stops it from happening. He's like, babe, what are you doing? What's going on? The two of them share a kiss, and he completely gets her away from that massage table. I'm not too sure what Yolanda was thinking, but I don't know. Fabio, Sunny, not too sure which one I would choose either. I don't know. Who would you choose? Let me know down below in the comments, because I'm a very lonely weenie and I love to hear your comments. So any thought that you have about The Sims or the series so far, make sure you write it down below, because I do read every single comment. All 5 of them, I will read them, okay? I do think it's funny that Sunny seemed to be almost a little bit jealous over Yolanda giving Fabio a massage, because there has been a lot of chemistry brewing between him and Nina. We see the two of them are doing some flirting right beside Yolanda at the kitchen table while everyone is enjoying a breakfast that Allison is making for everyone. But yeah, the two of them, I mean, we caught them in the last episode having a little private conversation in the club that was one-on-one. We keep seeing them pulling each other aside to have a little conversation, and I feel like our Love Island couples and our Are You the One couples are really kind of sticking together. I didn't really think they would. I thought they would definitely start cheating on one another and finding other relationships, but they haven't really done that so far. So the little relationships that are brewing, like between Sunny and Nina, I'm definitely keeping an eye on, because I don't trust these Sims, and I think something might happen between the two of them. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but seems a little fishy. Like, as you can see, once breakfast is kind of done and everyone kind of goes their own ways and leaves the kitchen, the two of them are still there just chit-chatting away. Yolanda doesn't even seem to be at all concerned. I mean, it could just be casual conversation. It could just be some alliance building. Who really knows? But if I was Yolanda, I would be worried, because this looks like a little bit more than friendship to me.
A brave Lentim. So chimsabavi. Yabasani.
Ipsa, huh? But
As you can see, downstairs in the living room, we have a ping pong match going on between Bianca Del Rio and Marcus from Love Island, and it seems to be getting pretty heated. Hopefully it doesn't end in an argument and another death from anger. Now I'm kind of a little worried about any arguments that take place in the house, now that I know that that's an option. Didn't know it was before. And upstairs in the bathroom, it seems as though Ariel has claimed that space for his strategy talks. He keeps pulling people one-on-one, having side conversations with them, really bonding with them, really trying to like talk alliance talk, strategy talk with them all. At first he has a little conversation going on with multiple people, and then eventually he has like separate conversations, like one with Tina that's one-on-one and stuff like that. He keeps pulling everyone to the side in this little corner, and I'm pretty curious what he's talking to them about, what kind of deal he is making, and if it's going to work, if it's going to prevent him from getting voted into elimination soon. Who really knows? But the only way to avoid elimination is winning a daily challenge, and that's going to be later on in the episode, so make sure you stay tuned. Downstairs, we see that Yolanda is back to giving massages to people. This time, it is to Jae Young. Now, she gives her a little bit of a back massage, and once they are done, they both end up heading into the smoker room and getting on that bubble blower. I think that's where I would be hanging out the whole time, if you know what I mean. But while they're back there, it seems as though that massage kind of got the flirtation bubbles brewing, because the two of them do start exchanging some funny looks at one another while they're hitting that bubble blower, and there is some flirty kind of mood going on between the two of them. Hopefully Sunny doesn't come and cockblock like he did earlier, or maybe he should. I'm not too sure what's the best option for them.
Arzini. Denoy, please. Wadisa. Ooh, nooch. Una Bisella. Freed. Buna. Susu. Kiss-a-moy.
So while Yolanda and Jaeyoung are enjoying bubble blowing with one another, we do have a little pop-up appear where Marcus is propositioning Vivian to do a little bit of woohoo with him. They are our Love Island couple that actually survived at the end of Love Island, so I'm not really surprised that the two of them are still kind of wanting to get it on. I do click no. I'm not too sure why I did that necessarily, but they don't even listen to me regardless. Like, she denies him, and then they still end up immediately woohooing right after. Like, they're like, screw you, God. Whoever made me have that decision, we are woohooing. That is going to happen whether you like it or not. And they sure proved me wrong, because the two of them got at it immediately. We see a lot of the house guests are kind of on their own. They're not really hanging out with one another, and they're just kind of doing their own thing. We see Joffrey is playing video games on the computer. We see that Donnie is kind of wandering around, and he eventually does some working out. We see that a lot of house guests are downstairs in the gym watching television. So they're all kind of just relaxing on this rainy day, kind of cooped up inside. A lot of them have realized that maybe they shouldn't be in the pool, and they've all kind of gathered inside, and they're all kind of doing their own activities. Meanwhile, though, Marcus and Vivian make their way all the way downstairs to our little grotto area as they have decided that that is the perfect place for their woohoo. Unfortunately for them, however, there is someone already in the grotto, and that's going to be our drag race star, Aquaria, and they kind of just kick her right on out of there. They're like, girl, you need to go. They tell her to leave. She does. They do not bother even showering or anything before they get in the hot spring. So as soon as they dip their dirty toes in there, it is filthy. And again, they do not care, and they go straight into woohooing in that dirty hot springs water, which, I mean, Vivian's gotta be leaving that thing with a yeasty. Am I right? Like, there is no way that she's not fucked up down there. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So because Aquaria got kicked out of the hot springs, she was kind of shunned to the backyard, and a lot of our house guests don't really make it out there. There's a lot of rooms that our house guests do not enter. I mean, there is this like couch hangout that has a view into the pool. You can see them swimming underwater. They never go there. They never went to that chest room before we used it. And a lot of our house guests don't ever make it out to the backyard where there's a basketball court and a rock climbing wall. And I think this is the first time anyone has used the rock climbing wall to my knowledge. Maybe it's happened before, but I don't really remember. But Aquaria is doing pretty well on that rock climbing wall. And I gotta say, the view of her doing it looks great. I absolutely love this house. I love this lot on Del Sol Valley with this amazing view. And I'm not the only one enjoying it, as we see Jinx is in the pool enjoying the sunset as well. But we are going to wrap up the house time here, as we have a daily challenge we need to get to. So all of our house guests are going to gather around and make their way to downtown Del Sol Valley, where they're going to go to the arena to battle it out once again. Alright, Sims, welcome back to the arena. Now, all of you are on an even playing ground right now. So, Team Survivor won our last daily challenge, and that gave them the power to vote for who they wanted to see face elimination. But now it is up for grabs once again. And as you can see in the middle of the arena, we have a pool. And the rules for this challenge are pretty simple. All of you are going to come on over and dive into this pool. It's going to take a little bit of time because, as I realized, there wasn't enough room for everyone to get in there all at once. So it is a bit of a mess trying to get these Sims in here. But once you guys are all inside the pool, whichever team stays in the longest wins. It's pretty simple. The hardest part, obviously, is getting you guys in there. Didn't think this would be that much of an issue, but it apparently is. So as you can see, it's almost part of the strategy to get in last. I feel like no one wants to get in the pool first, because then you're just going to be swimming the longest. Ideally, I thought everyone would just get in at the same time, but I probably should have put multiple entrances into the pool. My bad. But we see that Team Love Island is the last to get in there, and we'll see if that helps in the long run, if maybe they'll be the last to get out, because it took them so long, but there's no real guarantee. And again, if you want to go over the colors so you know who is who, the red team is Big Brother US. The blue team is Team Love Island. The green team is Team Survivor. The yellow team is Team Are You the One? And I think that's all the teams now. Oh, the purple team is Team Drag Race. All right, yeah, that's the last one. And it's just so weird how many teams we've, like, being one team down already and then a half a team as well is just so crazy to me. We're going through these Sims so quickly. So now that everyone is in the pool, the challenge is officially on. Who are you rooting for? Who do you think is going to dominate this challenge? Let me know down below, because this is going to be a pretty long challenge. I have the free will taken off right now because I think as soon as I turn autonomy on, they're all going to try to get out of the pool immediately. It's going to be a little bit of a mess. So as you can see, I do fast forward through a lot of this as it's going to be a super long endurance challenge. No one's really talking, no one's really doing anything. They all are just staring in one direction and trying to stay afloat. I personally don't think I would be very good at this. Like, I don't mind swimming, but being stagnant in water, like just trying to sit there and stay in one place, would be pretty difficult to me. And obviously the Sims are not allowed to hold onto the edges or anything either. They can't do that regardless, but they have been in that pool for a couple hours now. The sun has officially risen over the arena, and I'm sure it's going to get hot in there with that big sunroof, I would think. But who knows if they'll feel it because they're in water. Kind of, I should probably just stop talking. I don't know what, I'm running my mouth now at this point. But it has officially been a couple of hours, and I think I am going to slowly start turning autonomy back on and getting some of these Sims out of the water on their own, because I can't sit here and wait forever for these Sims. And I know you guys want to see who wins. I also love seeing their little feet flopping around under the surface. This whole pool is made of glass, which I really enjoyed making. And again, you can download this arena for yourself over on the Sims gallery at HotdogsSims, but the pool and stuff will not be there. It'll just be an open arena for you to build your own challenges and stuff like that. And if you have any challenge ideas or anything like that, also let me know that below. However, we are now losing our first player, and that's going to be our oldest house guest, Jerry. I guess that's no real surprise that he would be the first one out, and it seems as though he has gotten out because he has to pee, which is kind of stupid. Like, honestly, if you're in an endurance competition in a pool, just pee in the pool. Hello? Why are you going to get out to go pee? Pee in the pool. But we are now down to just one Big Brother US contestant, and that is Donnie. So he is the only hope for Big Brother US right now. And I don't really know if I would be counting on him, as he is our second oldest house guest in the house. But let's fast forward a little bit more and see who is next to leave. Alright, so now we have multiple house guests kind of waving the white flag and deciding to quit, but it is a bit difficult to leave as only so many Sims can get out of the pool at once. So we have Yolanda on Team Are You the One quitting because she has to pee, alongside Allison from Team Love Island also quitting because she has to pee. Again, what a stupid reason to leave the pool. I mean, I guess Sims can't pee in the pool, but that should be an option. It really should be an option to just click on the water and click pee. And I think it'd have a kind of a fun animation as well. I would enjoy it personally. But that is 3 house guests now out of the pool. We still have a ton of house guests in there. And I mean, Team Survivor is kicking butt. They haven't lost a single player alongside Team RuPaul. So I would say right now, those 2 teams are in the lead. So now they have now been in there for almost about 12 hours. It has been a long time. It is officially noon right now, and the afternoon sun is starting to set, and hardly any of our Sims have moved whatsoever. They've all been staying in place. I mean, we've only lost 3. And this is where we start to face a big problem, okay? So we see that most of our house guests are now getting bothered. They're getting tired, they're having to use the bathroom, and not a lot of them are able to leave. We see Sunny is our second Are You the One castmate to leave, alongside Donnie, which takes out the complete Big Brother US team. And so one team is now completely out, another team is halfway out. I mean, we've lost a lot of contestants, but I still have not turned autonomy on just yet, as I am waiting a little bit longer. Unfortunately for me, though, I wait a little too long. So these Sims that are leaving now are actually going to get a little bit of an advantage. You'll see that later on. But Tina is our first Survivor player to leave. I'm honestly surprised to see her go. That team has been holding it down this whole time. And now the only full team we have left in the pool is Team RuPaul, which honestly I would not have guessed. A lot of these Sims have had some practice in the pool though, as that's where most of them spend a lot of their time in the house. So I'm not too surprised to see some of them still in the pool, as they probably would be doing the same exact thing if they were in the challenge house right now. Fabio is the second Team Survivor player to leave, and that makes only Nina and Bella left from Team Survivor in the pool. And the sun is officially setting. They've almost been in this pool for about 20 hours now. It's been such a long, grueling competition, and we see that a lot of them try to quit at the same time, but unfortunately things start going really south as every single person left in the pool officially drowns. They all start drowning, and it is kind of crazy to see them like blinking around, like they keep disappearing and then reappearing. It's really funky looking. It almost looks as though they're doing one of those like skydiving, like indoor skydiving things. I don't know. We see that I am freaking out outside the pool. I have no idea what to do or how to help, as our competition has just come to a close with everyone dying right in front of me. But is this how the season is going to end? Who will survive and who will win the challenge? That you're going to have to stay tuned for next episode on Wednesday, where we find out who actually survives this challenge. To make sure that you guys get alerted and everything for new episodes, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.